position with the company, Chief Geek. Chief Geek. Great title. And we're going to show you some pretty cool wireless analysis products. Let me ask you some questions, Ryan, about this product. What are we looking at here? I've never seen anything like this.
This is a low-cost spectrum analyzer targeted towards Wi-Fi networks and the 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz bands.
I see. So let's take a look at the product here. What are we looking at on this screen right now?
So here's the 2.4 gigahertz band, and this is frequency across the x-axis. You can see channels 1, 6, and 11. Your z-axis is time.
So how wide is that axis in kilohertz?
So this is 2.4 to about 2.49 right here, 2.5.
Okay.
So that's about 100 megahertz wide.
Right. And there's 16 channels in there, right?
There's actually 14 channels.
Okay.
And you can see channels 1 here, 6, and 11. And the other channels kind of in the middle and they overlap.
Right. So that's frequency on the horizontal axis and amplitude on the...
Amplitude's on the y-axis, and then time on the z-axis.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of marching backwards.
Marching back.
And how much time marching backwards would you say?
This is about 2 minutes.
Oh, quite a bit of time. So, say if I turn on a microwave oven, would a big old spike walk through the whole thing?
Yeah, you can see a big blurry object between 6 and 11 that would kind of go along.
And do you have any simulated interfering sources here that you can turn on right now?
No.
We used to have a microwave oven in my lab when we were doing Wi-Fi certification. Whenever anyone went to heat their coffee, all of the tests would be blown up. It's like a huge nail walking through the spectrum. That's 2.5 gigahertz. That's your B and G band for Wi-Fi. Now, I understand you also have products that analyze the 900 megahertz cellular frequencies and the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi A frequencies. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And also, there's hardware associated. Can you show us the hardware? Yeah, hold it up right. A little lower. Okay. That's the Wi-Spy adapter for 2.5 gig.
This is the DBX. It does dual band 2.4 and 5 gig. So all of your Wi-Fi bands.
So you have a chip in there that I guess Cypress Semiconductor.
This one is actually using a TI radio.
I see. So you buy silicon from different manufacturers depending on the band.
The band and what kind of resolution you want, etc.
Now, does this come bundled with your software to do the spectrum analysis?
Yes, the hardware comes with the software for Windows and for Mac.
Okay, and I understand that it's affordable. Like if an individual wanted to use this at the local coffee house, how much does it cost?
Our 2.4 gigahertz starts at $99.
Really? For software and everything?
Software, hardware, everything.
Okay. Let's take a look at the other frequencies, and you have some other displays going here.
Okay.
So what are we looking at down here?
These are 2.4 gigahertz, but there are other views. And this is still frequency across the X, amplitude across the Y. This is showing you kind of the density of the frequency amplitude points. And you start to see the signature. So here's channel 1, channel 6, channel 11. And you can actually see there's a network going on channel 4 as well.
Interesting. So let's run through that again. From the bottom up, the three charts are what?
Okay, so this is showing you the yellow is your current activity.
Right.
The blue is the maximum activity that's ever been there, and green is the average. So you can feel what's going on.
Got it.
This one's frequency.
A histogram.
Yeah, a histogram. This one's showing you frequency and amplitude, and kind of how often each point is hit. So the brighter colors, the points hit more often.
It's each line is a channel on the.
Yeah, so this you start to see the signature of the different devices.
Yeah.
So here's where a microwave oven would just be really blurry. If you had a cordless phone, it would be a big spike.
Right.
And this helps to kind of identify what types of devices are in the area.
Okay, what about the top one?
This one is over time. And it's just kind of like a waterfall view. And so here we have minutes, so we're about 6 minutes in view right now. And it's showing you kind of like a weather map where blue is cold and red is hot. Red are the strong
so
signals.
the little red spots are hot signals.
Yeah, so it looks like there's a frequency hopping device.
What's going on? Oh, I see. It's spread spectrum. Do you think it's actually a hopper, or is it a pseudo-random scrambled signal?
It looks like a hopper, and also in the back here you can see it's just kind of scattered. Every once in a while there's a signal.
Now, do you have anything directional, so if we wanted to find that hopper, we could walk around the show floor and zero in on it?
Well, you could. Our devices all have antennas, so you can just take the antenna off.
Here.
And so we have
so
a lot of
a directional antenna.
Yeah, a lot of customers put directional antennas or high power antennas. We have customers that do point-to-point outdoor links, and so they'll actually plug this into the antenna on the roof and help kind of point the antenna.
See, I have a question for you, kind of a little OT off topic, but you know, the WiMAX people always talk about WiMAX running on licensed spectrum, which means that a provider would have to go out and spend, you know, hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars to own the spectrum.
Yes.
But there are licenses for commercial microwave point-to-point that a business can get. But what if you were trying to take WiMAX hardware and run it on unlicensed spectrum, and then you could, say, light up the city? Is that illegal? But, I mean, the ISM bands are free to use for anything. Why couldn't you use WiMAX hardware on unlicensed spectrum? And I know the WiMAX people, a lot of them will poo-poo it, but to me it seems like a great way to bypass cellular and build a new internet around the country. Do you think that's technically feasible?
Well, 2.4 gigahertz band, as you can see here, has a lot of interference.
It's very noisy, very dirty. Not 5, though.
5 isn't.
It's clean.
But 5, the transmission length is a lot shorter. The range.
You can't get 5 through a building either, a wall stuff.
Right.
Yeah. What about, I guess 900's not ISM?
900 is, well, it's not ISM. Well, it is ISM. The 925, I think.
Oh, there is an ISM at 925.
Yeah. And you want to take a look at it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's a great frequency because you can go right through walls and it has a great distance. What are we looking at over there on the second screen? It's like a different kind of chart? Or is that just because it's new? It's building backwards.
It's going backwards. Yeah,
okay.
It's building backwards. Basically, there's just a lot of different activity at 900 megahertz.
Interesting.
Between all the cordless phones and just kind of
Blackberries, iPhones, everything.
Yeah, everything goes on.
Okay.
So.
And we're looking at 900 over here too?
Yeah, this is also 900.
Okay. Now, let me ask you just briefly about your company. Where are you located?
We're in Boise.
When were you founded? Oh, you're in Boise?
Yeah.
No kidding. I'm going to have to come see you guys because that's on my summer startup Trek road tour. Going to see Cradlepoint out there. You know the Cradlepoint guys?
Yeah.
They're on my blog today.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, my car has turned into a Wi-Fi hotspot thanks to those guys. Great products. So you're in Boise, Idaho. Is it ex-HP people, or where did you all come from on your team?
About half the team came from Cypress Semiconductor.
Do they have an operation out there, or you moved out from the valley?
They have an operation there.
Design center?
Yeah, they're actually shutting it down next month.
Oh, bummer.
So we're glad that we left before the shutdown.
Well, they have that solar thing going.
Yes.
It's doing great. So how many people roughly in your company? Is it venture funded, angel funded, bootstrapped?
It's completely bootstrapped, self-funded by myself.
No kidding.
I've been about 3.5 years, just steady growth. We're at 7 employees right now.
Congratulations. Yeah, well, you'll be the first or second company, the startup company, featured on startuptrek.com. And I want to thank you for spending time with us today. And might have to get out my credit card here.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.